Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Light of Hand, and today I will be continuing my Let's Play videos for Shadows of Brimstone. This is actually going to be the town stay for my first group, who unfortunately got mullered, if we're honest, in the last place. Okay, the group consists of the Drifter, has no name, the Lawman, which was Bill Lawton. We also have the US Marshal named Pat Matthews, and we also have the rancher named Katie Matthews. Okay guys, they really didn't do too well in the last... Oh, this is wobbling, sorry about this. They did not do too well in the last mission. But today we're actually going to be doing the town stay, so hopefully things can pick up for them. But the Drifter only got 220 XP, has a chest wound and a crushed arm, but has 4 Darkstone. I've got it written down on paper at this minute, guys. I know I did the XP wrong in my last video, so 3 of them got the same XP, which is 320, which I don't think it should be. But the Lawman got $100, but has a concussion with 2 Darkstone. The US Marshal managed to find the Darkstone blade, also only has 50 gold, but has a gouged eye. Now the rancher unfortunately has internal bleeding, a slashed leg and 1 Darkstone, and has no money. So she might need to sell stuff to be able to do anything. Okay guys, well I made a mistake at the end of my last video. With a few Darkstone more, at the end, if you fail the mission, these 3 buildings are destroyed. And unfortunately, that may not be good for these guys, considering this is the first group, and what I said was the first group will be doing a small town, the next group will be doing a medium town, and the last group will be doing the large town. So, let's move over here. Here are the rules. Let me zoom in a little for you guys. Okay, considering we're going to a small town, each player must roll a d6. For them to get a travel hazard, it's 1 to 3. Now, that's not going to be really good. So let's start by making some dice rolls. Let's start off with the Drifter. Does she have a travel hazard? Let's check. No. Does the Lawman have a travel hazard? Yes. So let's put that dice over here with the Lawman for the minute, so I know that I have to roll for the travel hazard for him. Now let's check the US Marshal. No. And now let's check for the rancher. Yes. Okay guys, I'm going to get the rule book. I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, I actually had the rule book in front of me. I apologise. I've had to take my counterweight off my camera at this second. To grip it at this second was giving me a dead thumb, unfortunately. So this is going to be slightly shaking from now on. I apologise for that. Well, the Lawman got a travel hazard. Let's roll to see what the travel hazard is. Let's get 2 dice. Actually, let's get 2 different coloured dice. The red dice will be the first. No, it's... Yep, the red dice will be the first. And the other dice will be the second number. So, the first number is 1, oh god, and 3. 1 and 3 is Dark Dream. Now, Dark Dream, let me come in a little bit closer for you guys. Camping along the trail, your dreams fill you with a dark vision of the future and impending dread. Each hero must make a spirit test of 6. If passed, gain 10 experience points and may recover a grit. If failed, d6 oh god. Okay, so they can get sanity damage here. So let's start off with the Drifter with no name. So let's get 3 dice. I have to roll a 6 on one of them for her to pass, so she can get 10 XP. Does it say for each if passed? No, it's just 10. So I need a 6. Ah, well, she's passed. So let me just tick off a bit above her so I know that she passed. Now let's roll for... Oh, the Lawman only has 1. Does he have anything to help him with that? Let's have a look at his, what he's picked up. Can't pass anything to anyone, so no. Okay, so this isn't good. So he's only got 1d6. I gotta hope I roll a 6. Otherwise he's got... Well, he has d6 damage, sanity damage. Let's roll and keep the dice there for the minute. I'll just take that one off so I don't make that mistake. I'm hoping I rolled a 1 now, but no... Oh, I did. That's good. I rolled a 1, guys. Bit lucky. Okay, the spirit for the marshal is only 2. Again, I hope I can get a 6 here. No, I didn't. So let's see what sanity damage he receives. 3. Let's keep the dice there. And the lady he's with, I'll say she's attached the hanging thing to the rifle. You can take it off, of course, which means she'll have spirit 4. I just need to get a 6. No! So, only one person passed, which was the... Oh, so she's got sanity damage of 1. Let's move that dice out of the way. So that's not too bad. I'll get... I have to write this down in a second as well. Okay, so now let's see what the next travel hazard is. Because of the rancher... Again, the red dice is for the first, and the white dice is for the second. Hopefully I don't roll a 1 again. Roll a 5, and 1. 51. Sleeping under the stars. Oh, wow. Now, where it says gain, do you only gain that for the next mission, or is it permanent? Okay, sleeping on the stars. As you drift off to sleep under the stars. Oh, Starship's like you thoughts turn to the visual of time and space and all horrors and wonders that you have seen in your journeys. Well, yeah, they got smacked around a bit, didn't they? Each hero must make a lore test. Each hero for each roll of 6 gain 1. Health or sanity. Now where it says gain, guys, is that permanent or would that be just for the next adventure? I don't know. So I might send Flying Frog a question about that if I'm honest. Okay, so let's start off with the... Well, so she has 4. So let's just roll 4 dice. Wow, she just got... Okay. I'm going to put a white dice of 3 over here for the minute. Okay, and the lawman only has 2. So let's roll 2 dice. Oh, focus. He doesn't get anything. The marshal only has 1 dice. He has nothing to increase that. He doesn't get anything. But the rancher has 3. 4, sorry. You can tell I'm good with numbers. And she doesn't get anything. Okay. So it's quite uneventful. Okay, so let's close this book for a minute. I may need to refer to it again in a second. Okay, guys. Because I failed the last mission, there will be D3 locations damaged first. What I've got to do now, though, is I've got to determine how the town works. I have a nice little pile of tokens that are here. Okay, so let's see what's there, and then we'll see what's been destroyed. Okay, so the first one I pull out is a general store. With the lack of money, I don't really want the general store, if I'm honest. Next one I pull out, Frontier. Now, I really do want the Frontier, and I want it to survive, because I want to actually sell some Darkstone. The next one. Oh, I've made a mistake here, actually. I meant to roll what type of town it is. Let's do that now, because some of them get permanent buildings anyway. So it's 2d6. I got a 9. That's a mining town. Give me a second, guys. I'm just going to go get the card that needs it. Okay, guys. Well, we got the mining town, so this is what the card is. It's well supplies. Your mining town will always include general store. Well, lucky that was the first one I pulled out. Everything sold at the general store is at -25. Well, guys, they don't have a lot of money. Rich local deposit. The mine in this towns are booming. Join the next adventure. Whilst in the mines, anytime a hero gains gold, they gain an extra $10. And anytime a hero finds Darkstone, they gain an extra shard. Right, I'm going to have to remember this because I'm swapping the group around. So, alright. Void activity. The massive boom of local mining has uncovered countless new portals, releasing all manners of creatures. So it's going a bit. Creatures and evils to find their way to the surface. When rolling to see a town event at the end of the day, roll an extra dice. Either roll many may trigger a town event, or both. If a town event is triggered, set the day back one day on the tracker as normal. Oh, back to day one. Back to day one, sorry, not one day back. Okay, guys, well, that's the town, mining town. Let's turn it over this side and see what else there is. Okay, this is the daily events. Okay, not going to read them out unless I get them. Extra options. Purchase Darkstone. Okay. Mining tools. Darkstone pick. You can't afford it. Siphing pan. Once per turn you may cancel and redraw a scavenge card. After this, roll a d6. On a roll of 1, discard once. One limit. Limited to 1. Okay, I'm not sure if limited to 1 means one person or does it mean the whole group. I really need to check up on that. Alright. Anyway, guys, give me a second and let's continue with the town bit. I'm going to also sort out what does the drifter choose for some extra bits. Okay, so the next town building is the doctors. I really do need that. The next one is the saloon. Okay, now I need to roll D3 to see how many buildings were damaged because I failed the mission last time, guys. And failing the mission means D3 buildings will be destroyed. So I'm hopefully going to roll 1 or 2 here. 3. That's shit. Excuse my language. Okay, so I really kind of need the doctors, but at the same time, the frontier post means I'll get money. At least I know the lawman, where he's only got a concussion, he could come back. But the gouged eye, internal bleeding, the slashed leg, the crushed arm and the wounded chest, maybe things I should be looking at trying to heal. Anyway, the first building that's been damaged, number 6, is the doctor's office. Now, that's the one I really didn't want to be destroyed. That was number 1. So I re-roll 4. Actually, what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to go get... It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a D6. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the frontier, the other building I really wanted, has gone. I think this is going to be a very short stay. And the next building is, well, it would have been 1, 2, 3. So general store. So the saloon is the only thing that is available. Okay, guys, give me a second. I need to go get certain other cards out, which is probably just the saloon. And we're going to go from there. See you in a second. Okay, guys. So what I've actually done is I've got the campsite location, because they can still visit a doctor at the campsite even though it's not as good. You don't get any permanents. Okay, so I've only got the saloon thing, the saloon's location, so I've only pulled out the saloon table. Sorry, my table looks a bit messy at this minute. Okay, what I've also done as well, guys, is because they're desperate for money, the lawman has just sold his Darkstone blade. So he's just received $475. for that. You're allowed to sell at any time when you're in town, so you don't have to actually have to go to a location to do that. Or at least that's how I interpreted the rules from before. And the rancher has sold her medallion of Boulogne. I apologise if that's wrong. And also the hanging cross. Again, she needs money. She needs to go to the doctors. She will need to go get rid of the internal bleeding. Right, so what I'm going to do first is that the marshal and the rancher are going to the campsite. So there is a location over there where the drifter, also with the drifter, because she got them other points for being stars in the sky, where she actually got three sixes, I've given her 2 extra health, so she's on 12, and 1 extra sanity, so she's on 13. We're gonna, later on, I'll try and get myself up a proper sheet and deal with it. And also the lawman, because he has high cunning, he's also going to the saloon. Okay guys, this is meant to go by initiative order. So I'm going to do the drifter first. So let's see what the drifter rolls on her table. Let's move these out the way for the minute. Let's put them over there. It's a shame I couldn't sell the dark stones to make money. Shame the doctors isn't there, because that would have made things a lot more easier on certain people. Okay, so let's roll what happens to the drifter when she goes into the bar. Number 8. Number 8 is a tale told. Make a lore test and gain... Okay, so... she's already gained some XP, so her lore is... Have anything increases her lore? I can't remember on my... Let's put an adventure. You may... her cunning's gone up, so she might gamble as well. What I was planning on doing. She hasn't got a lot of money though, so I don't know if she can. Okay, so she gets 4 dice to this. Every 5 plus, she gets an extra 10 XP, if I'm reading that right. A tall tale. Yep. So, again, it's 4. Doesn't get 1. Oh, I do have a grit, but I don't want to re-roll for that. Okay. Is that for each player? Make a lore test. It doesn't say. So I'm assuming it was for her. Now let's roll to see what happens here. 6. Dark tidings. Okay. Start. Okay, so the lawman will have 1 less grit. I'm going to have to write that down in a second. Okay, so let's move over the campsite for the minute. An event at the campsite. Is this when you stay during the town visit instead of rolling for the town location? Each hero elects to visit the campsite instead. It is unrelated on whether the heroes stay in the hotel or the campsite. And okay, yeah, so you have to roll on this anyway. So, okay, so let's see what the marshal gets. The marshal got 5. 5 is step right up. Okay, so let's roll D6, $20. He would have to pay $40 to recover a grit. I don't think so. I kind of need the money at this minute, and you know the doctor is already going to cost me $250. I don't want to spend much more. Nor does the rancher. So let's roll again. She gets 9. Dirty poker. You may make a luck test for each roll of 25 for... Oh, bugger. And she only has luck... Well, she has luck 2 because of the dice. So she gets 2 of these. Alright, I don't want to roll a 1, guys, because it's just going to lose her money. If I roll 4 plus, you'll get an extra $25. Is this for each player, or is this for... You may make a luck test... Oh, it says you may. Do you know what I'm going to do it? There's a chance. As long as I don't roll a 1 here, guys, all is good. I rolled a 6 and a 1, so she's actually lost $25. Okay, guys, give me a second. I just need to go sort out the bits that's just happened. I'll be back in a sec. Guys, I'm going to say that the lawman has just lent the drifter $25 so she can do this. Okay, I have a grit. Each of these guys have a grit. I know I haven't got the grit code tokens out. It's because I'm trying to do this video as quick as I can. I'm not going to lie on that. I do apologise. So the drifter is now going to try and play a game of, where was it? Casual poker. It's done by Cunning. She has Cunning 4 due to the eye patch. So she'll get 4 dice. For every 5, 6, she gets $50. She gets 4 dice here. Let's hope. Well, she got exactly the same money she put in, so she gives back, the lawman is 25. So she did gain money. So that's 1 token of unwanted attention she's just received as well. No, actually, do you know what? I'm going to use her grit. I'm going to re-roll the other 3 dice. Oh wow, so she actually got 150. So I'm just going to mark that down quick up here. So she got 50 back plus 100. Sorry about this, guys. So that was good. So she's used her grit, but she's also gained 1 token of unwanted attention. It's not what I want at this minute, if I'm honest. Okay, so now the lawman, she's given her back the $25. He's now going to go himself. Again, he is 4 cunning as well. Let's get this off the board. I didn't realise that wasn't actually a part of it. Actually, no, he has 5 cunning because of the glasses. So let's pick all these up. Oh, that doesn't count. Even though it was a 6, it fell out my hand. I'm annoyed about that, but hey ho. Okay, well he's got 2, so he's got an extra. It's 50 that he put in plus another one, so he's only got an extra plus 50. So he's only on 150 now. Okay, so now we're going to go to the marshal. He needs to get his gouged eye sorted, otherwise he can't get crits with ranged weapons. Unfortunately, that means he has to see the doctor. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a bit of glare there. Now, yeah, okay, so you may choose 1 injury, mutation, or parasite. May remove if parasite shoot -1 below. Right, guys. I don't know what to do. This is, well, he still has a grit, so he needs to pay 250. So let me just put a mark over on. I've got paper over here, guys. I'm just going to put a mark of 2 minus 250 over here anyway. Let's roll that d6. As I said, they've all got a grit at this minute. I could have done the lawman actually with his thing, but it's silly of me I didn't. Okay, now let's roll very quickly what happens. I'm using the grit. Oh, bollocks. Okay, botched. Okay, he's about to lose D6 permanent wounds. I've already used the grit, so there is no grit available. I forgot to do the Daily Town event. I'll do it in a second. I'm just going to roll for this first and then I'll do it. Should have done it first. He's lost 3 wounds permanently. That's not good, because I think he's now down to 7 wounds. Wow. He's not in a good place. I'm half tempted just to restart a new marshal, but I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that in this game. That's not how I want to play. Okay, guys. Now I've got the rancher. And she has internal bleeding. So I need to go check the rules on internal bleeding because I can't remember them. And if I remember rightly, internal bleeding is when you go to the doctor, it's -1. So, but she needs to get rid of that because it's really dangerous. I'll be back in a sec. Hello guys. Yes, unfortunately internal bleeding is -1 to the recovery roll. So, now my worry with that is if I move this out the way, that could kill her. And that worries me. But she does really need to get rid of eternal bleeding. She also needs to get rid of slashed leg as well. But we'll see where we go from here. Anyway, as I said, I forgot to draw my daily town event. And my daily town event was just another day on the frontier. No event. Okay. If in a specialist town, roll on their special event table. Okay. So the daily event, I'm meant to roll on this one here by the looks of it. Okay, I'm not sure what I want to... Oh my gosh. Okay, let's roll because it's a special... Number 6. The miners have realised something bad. Immediately roll on the town event table. Sorry guys, I don't know if you heard that sort of "you are kidding me" sort of in my voice, and I apologise for that. Give me a second, I need to go get the card, and then we'll continue. Or we may not be able to continue. I may have to rub off certain things and so on if this ends up being bad. Back in a sec. Okay guys, so let's roll and see what happens. Because this is the town event. Nothing here is really good. 10. The high noon. So all prices in town are done by an extra $50. All prices in the town are due by $50. So she would have had that, but she won 100. She would have had to have done 100 to win 100. The other guy, yeah. So she wouldn't have got the. Well, she got 150, didn't she? So she's only got 50 more because of how much it would have cost. The other gentleman got. So he wouldn't have got extra. Okay. And he's going to have to spend 50 more just to get... Right. No. Okay, so basically everyone's afraid that the next big town event thing's going to happen, so everything went up by $50. So I'm going to need to sort the paperwork out over here for the second, guys. So now it's $300 for him to go see the doctor. Not good, hey? Hey, but could have been worse, I suppose. See you in a second. Okay guys, so basically what happened there is that the lawman didn't win any money. I would have used his grip, but I didn't do it at the time, so it's not going to happen. The drifter only got $50 more because of the extra cost. And the Pat Matthews paid an extra $50 to basically get slashed up by that doctor. All fun and games, hey? This is the part of Shadows of Brimstone, guys. This is actually the darker side of it. This group has not had any good luck, if I'm honest, but maybe that's about to change. We're about to find out with the rancher. She has to pay the $300. She still has a grit. Oh, also, just to show you guys, with the town events, just over here, I couldn't use a grit. Let me get away from that. You may not use a grit to change reroll. It says it just there. Okay. So, D6 minus 1. She just spent the $300, and that's 6. Well, she didn't roll into them, but that is where the dice went. It's a 6, so it has succeeded. She's lost her internal bleeding, but it's cost her $300. And you know what, guys? There's not much else I can do here. They're not in a good way. They're really, really smashed up. They're going to get split up anyway into other groups later. So this is a short town stay. Good for me because it means I get a bit of sleep. I'm apologising if I've made any mistakes. Please point out if I have. I'm more than willing more than willing to check up and see if I have as well, because it's gone a bit pear-shaped for this group in a bad way, let's be honest. But hey, that's just the way things are. Anyway guys, my name is Light of Hand. This is where I'm going to end this. I hope you're having a good day. I know my party hasn't, but I haven't had a too bad day at work. I've just got to do a little bit of paperwork up after this. The only good thing I've got to write up about the loss of sanity for their next missions as well. I have to write down his lost 3 health points permanently. This isn't not permanent. For his next adventure, the lawman doesn't have his grit. Anyway, guys, have a good day. I have had a good day. But if you like this video, please click like. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, please do. I plan on doing the next Let's Play video when I get a chance, guys. I'm not making promises now. It's been really, really, really hard just to get this done at this minute. I will continue. I will go on. I probably have more Gen Con previews to unbox and do before I even finish this. But anyway, guys, I hope you're having a good day and good night.